Hi, this is Junaid. In this whole module, we discuss how change in itself is changed. The pace of change is significant. The future is faster than you think. And we talked about Industry 4.0, digital transformation, the role of pandemic, and the healthcare 4.0. And you need to understand with different resources that I shared in the prior section, Industry 4.0 in general. Now you know all that, and it's sort of overwhelming at the point like, what the hell am I going to do? And how am I going to be able to respond to this significant amount of pace in change, right? Not just change. I mean, responding to change is one thing, but how do you respond to a pace of change that is always changing? So that's sort of a new breed in terms of skill level that we have to look into. This work is extremely important by Michele Wucker. It is called The Gray Rhino. I don't know if you've read Black Swan by Nassim Taleb. That actually defines like once in a century when which the pandemic is. What she has actually puts it all over to the head and says we don't really need to look for a black or a white rhino. All rhinos are gray, and we have to make sure we always look for the gray rhino. What she means by that is that we should take these important changes that are happening in front of our eyes seriously, like climate change, which is basically causing pandemic in her opinion, and etc. and mine too. But what I'm saying is that this is an essential book to understand and make sure that you understand the constant nature of change itself and recognize and act about it. Because if you're not going to recognize it and act on it, then this all knowledge is lost. Interestingly, this book has been a bestseller in China as compared to in US, which tells us that how important they take these changes, and unfortunately we are not, in my opinion, as a society taking that much seriously. Antifragile. This is the Nassim Taleb book. This is again a mindset book in which is different from that. The word fragile means that easily breakable. Antifragile is different than being concrete or being unbreakable. Antifragile is a mindset in which you are able to absorb, act, and react to changing environments more fluidly. This is also creates a mindset in which you are able to emerge more better from the disaster that you have faced. Another thing that we're going to see that some of the things that we are seeing, the constant disorder that we're seeing in healthcare and the constant change, this could be an opportunity, this could be a gain, and how we have to constantly improve in that digital transformation moving forward. So fascinating book, again, a mindset book. Make sure you put that on your reading list. And these mindsets are going to be extremely important moving forward. You will need an anti-fragile mindset to understand the coming acceleration of change. This is one of my favorite books, Ultralearning. This is really fascinating. This is actually breaks down how you learn fast, and it helped me a lot personally. I'm not going to get into it. You should just put it on your list and read it, period. This is actually from McKinsey, which is a fantastic global consulting firm. And in that, just heading itself is amazing. The most fundamental skill that is going to be important and needed for the future is intentional learning. Even if you become a doctor, you have to do constant learning. Even if you have constant learning after fellowships, and even in your profession moving forward, and no matter what your profession is. If you're a car mechanic, I mean, there are new models coming out every day. You need to learn constantly. And the way you do it is you make it intentional, you make it a habit. And then you set small goals and you have clear goals. I'm not going to go into all this. This is something that other people have done, super learning, etc. But this is actually a very fundamental, excellent read. I've added it into the resources as well. Now, intentional learning as an habit. It is so important that you understand that not just changes that you do outside, for example, these changes that is happening. If you make small, consistent changes in your habits, you can have major compounding return. So learning as a habit is extremely important. And James Clear in this book dives into it, that how habits make you successful. So an amazing, important book that you should always read and reread. To be honest with you, this is one of those things that I take a summer and reread some of these books, and this book is one of them. Boy, this is, to be honest with you, should be part of every education curriculum globally. This is what is considered mindset of prioritization. We're going to realize that about 20% of effort leads to 80% of the results. And if we can just concentrate on those 20%, we can significantly change our stress levels and our output and productivity. So this 80-20 principle is extremely important as a mindset concept for everyone to understand and learn. Make sure you put that on your reading list. With all these changes that is happening and the pace of change is accelerating, it is more important than ever that you actually understand the importance of doing the right job as compared to just doing the job right. You're going to be in this particular subspecialty for 30 years. It's going to be a multi-million-dollar career. So at this moment in time, you really need to be insightful, have a vision, make sure that it aligns with your passion and your profession. So therefore, choosing the subspecialty is more important than ever. Again, make sure that you check academy.ai neurocare website for constant updates. Thank you. If you save a life, it is as if you saved the life of mankind. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and my newsletter. If you want to get in touch with me, the best way is to go through Twitter or via LinkedIn. Also, make sure you follow the Academy website for regular updates. Thank you so much.